This is Andrew Eckhart from Toledo, Ohio. And Andrew's doing a mixed martial arts type of approach in this session that we're doing. Why don't you explain to the folks in the audience what exactly it is that you're teaching these guys here?
As karate practitioners, all of us feel much more comfortable standing, punching, kicking. Most of us here do not have a lot of experience on the ground. If we wind up in a situation like this on the ground, that's not our strong suit. What we're working on here is a simple and effective way to get the fight or the confrontation back to our feet where we feel more comfortable. Everyone here feels comfortable at a distance like this. Most don't feel comfortable on the ground. So the sooner that we can stand up, we can get back to doing what we do best and have the best chance to defend ourselves. And it's just a simple way to work through that process.
Now, Andrew's a third-degree black belt with the American Karate System, but you've also been training in jiu-jitsu and mixed martial arts for a while too.
Yes, for the past 3 years I've been training at USA Martial Arts, which is in Toledo, Ohio. They teach traditional Japanese jiu-jitsu. They also teach taekwondo and aikido, kickboxing. It's an MMA school. We have probably 15 different fighters that fight in Ohio, Michigan, Indiana. We have a couple champions, some amateurs, some professionals. Okay,
well, with that, we'll go ahead and watch as you instruct these guys in your techniques.
Okay, thank you. You'll stand up or now slide that right leg out. There you go. Good, good. We got to get out. Use that and drive up into it. Good, 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 good. As soon as you got your knee out, get that hand up here, the punch or the cover, protect yourself. As soon as you get to like this, it's called a mount position. My head is always up. I want to be flat. If I'm flat and he punches me, I have nowhere to go. If I'm up and he's punching, I can at least move my head and I can cover. My arms are in here. I don't want to do this. If this guy knows anything on the ground, I'm going to get arm bar. He's going to break my arms.
As you can see, Mr. Eckhart is working with the students to have them learn how to be able to maneuver out from being on the ground to get back onto their feet. And it just takes practice to get an understanding of the mechanics behind how to do that.
As long as it can be. Eventually, he's going to rear up to throw a big bomb. When his weight shifts, that's when I'm going to attack. All right? What we're going to do is called a shrimp drill. Sometimes you hear it called a hip escape, sometimes an elbow escape. And what I'm going to do is when his weight shifts, I'm going to buck up and I'm going to turn onto my side. Off your hand. Off. What I'm going to do is with him on me, I'm going to throw my hips up and I'm going to turn and get on one of my two sides. Doesn't matter which one. This is what I'm going to be doing. I'm moving off center. I'm starting here. I'm moving off center. I'm creating space between my leg and his leg. When I get to the side, my hands go to his nearest thigh and I push myself away and I'm dragging my leg through. Doesn't matter which side I go. Hands go there. I push and I drag my leg on the ground. Drag it through the bottom leg. I've got to get it through. Once I get it through, then I can turn and get my half guard. So if he's on top, all right, he's there, he's punching a little bit, boom, boom. What I'm going to do is eventually.
So your goal in this is going from the person's got you he's sitting on top of you and he's mounted and he's striking.
Exactly. It's like you see right
there.
And explode and turn.
What he's got to be able to do is to turn so he can set himself up to get into,
roll
him out. But setting himself up in a situation where he can get to where he can post and then get up and then get back to his feet.
Exactly.
So, but this is just getting into that, going from a position where he's got more control to where you can get into that position where you can get the post out and then get back to your feet.
We're trying to go from an inferior position to neutral or superior. The first step of that is to turn, get control of at least one of his legs. That gets us to close to neutral. Once we're neutral, now I can stand up, I can try submissions, I can even punch, but I got to go from an inferior position to at least neutral.
And this combines not only a sense of timing, but a sense of feel as far as where his weight is as it shifts.
Exactly.
You see, this is a physically demanding activity. These guys work up a good sweat here on this nice warm July day here in Muskegon, Michigan. In self-defense situations, we never know where we're going to end up. We end up with situations maybe we're on our feet, but if we lose our balance and we're down, how do we recover? And that's one of the key instructional points that Mr. Eckhart is doing here with these students that he's working with.
All right, take your right foot. We're going to be in the mirror with each other. So my right foot is here. Now, here's where I'm pinning my opponent. I want my leg and my knee as perpendicular as I can get to my opponent. What I'm going to do is I'm going to sit on my calf. I'm putting all my weight right here. My heel is right underneath me. It's right under my center, so it's got to get in tighter. We want as small distance as possible. And I'm putting all my weight right there. Now, when I get a...
You're leaning this way.
I'm leaning on that knee, exactly. When I get someone who is skinny, and I do this, they don't feel any pressure. So what I do is I take this knee, and I drive it to the ground. I keep my weight over my hips, but when I do that, it lowers my hips. This distance doesn't move. My heel stays right there. And I'm trying to dig my heel right into their solar plexus. And I just drop it as low as I need to go to control a real skinny person. A larger person, I don't need to do this. But this is the position that we need to be in to control it. This needs to be pinned against them. This needs to be perpendicular to their body. When I rock this person, I am trying to lift them up so that they actually come up and sit on my heel. It's not enough I just push them on it. I want them resting on it so I can really drive it in and control them from there. All right, so what I want you to do with your partner, get on top, punch, punch, punch. Partner covers, grab them, lift them up. Get in this position. Take your time, get it set. Let your partner try to wiggle just a little bit, readjust them, but take your time and get this right. Then reach in and do that choke. Okay, let's give it a try. Good, now grab one side. Which side do you want to turn him? You want to put him on that side?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then you're going to grab this, and I'm you in the mirror. So I grab this, my right leg has to step. Boom. Now do it again, and I want you to lift him. Yeah, pinch. Yeah. Perpendicular to him, up on the ball of your foot. Drive his body into your heel.
You okay?
He's fine.
Okay.
Now, you got big long legs. Drive that, yeah. As much as you can, but we still want to keep that and pinch. Good, that's what we want, nice and tight. Now, punch. Now from there, once he covers, reach underneath. Backside arm comes under, all the way under. Backside arm all the way under. Nope.
Where am I reaching to?
There we go, for the lapel choke.
Yes, sir.
Thumb inside.
Can't find it.
There you go. No, you got it. Now, from there, up. Pull him straight up. Good. Now, I want you to posture up, Mr. Thomas, all the way. I want your chest up. Because now, you don't need to see him to control him. You can see me coming from there. All right, now from there, we're not pulling, start the lawnmower. Just rotate your shoulders back. Keep that arm tight. Yeah, that's all it takes. Just rotate those shoulders. But now, I don't need to stay on him. I can be here and I can see everything that's going on, and I can just do this and end it and stop him from being a problem right now.
Yes, sir.
Excellent. Good. Switch. Yep. You got it. Now, all we do is start a lawnmower. We turn. We go like this. So yeah, you won't get it with a t-shirt, but that's the motion. That's it right there. Boom, and that does it. Excellent.
Now, one quick question.
Yeah.
While he's sitting, get back down. Okay, let's say you got the guy with the t-shirt,
Right.
right? Can you execute like a naked choke from here?
Yeah, you could.
Okay.
If you had to. If I went up on the ground with someone like a t-shirt like that, I wouldn't do this technique.
Right.
If I made him cover like
Yeah,
that,
something.
I would
I'm
do something different.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out where can you go from here if the guy does have a t-shirt.
Yeah.
You know, if you post him up on the side, or if he's a real squirmy guy and he's here and he manages to do this type thing.
You can all, yeah.
You know,
You get,
he's
yeah.
on his side. Yeah, that's what
Yes.
That's where I want to go with.
That's
Or,
called, those kind of
I'm
chokes are
looking at where to
called paper cutters. And anytime you're on the bottom and someone's on top of you, that shrimp drill is what you do to get out. And you just shrimp back and forth until you can get a leg out. Once you get one leg out and get control, now we're coming to neutral. Now I can sit up, now I can control my posture. I can protect myself, I can stand up, I can do a lot of other stuff. But that's the key, is just shrimping back and forth. And you're always going from one hip to the next. The longer you stay flat on your back, the worse it is. Always be moving, always be moving, always be moving, no matter what position you're in. When you're underneath somebody, whether they have the mount, whether you have half guard or full guard, you're always moving. You're always rocking, looking for an opportunity to roll them over or to get out completely. And a shrimp drill is what does it every time. Good. Excellent. Face this way. Bow. Excellent.
Well, I thank you all for watching the show today. This has been a lot of fun for me. I always like to teach classes. And it's a special honor to have Mr. Sullinger be our MC for the day. I'd like to thank you very much. Good job.
I appreciate it very much, and this was kind of a new experience for me, so I'm anxious to see what the final product's going to be on this.
Well, you live out near Hollywood, so maybe you'll be the next Chuck Norris.
I don't know which plane you fly on, but I'm a little ways away from Hollywood.
But thanks for joining us. Glad to have you.